September 4th, September 17th, New Style. Commemoration of Saint Babylas of Nicomedia, and 84 children with him. During the time when Emperor Maximian resided in Nicomedia to persecute Christians, many of them hid from their persecutors. It was reported to the emperor that in a secluded place there lived an old man named Babylas, who taught children to honor not the pagan gods, but the crucified Christ. Immediately soldiers were sent, and they brought Saint Babylas and his disciples to the emperor. The emperor questioned him, "Why, old man, do you not only deceive yourself by worshipping a man crucified by the Jews, and not worship our gods, but also teach these senseless children the same?" Saint Babylas replied to the emperor, "The pagan gods are demons, while our God created heaven and earth. You, emperor, and all your followers are blind, for you do not see the truth." Maximian ordered 4 soldiers to beat Saint Babylas on his face, ribs, and knees. During his torment, when his entire body was covered in blood, Saint Babylas cried out to the Lord, "I thank you, Lord, for making me, an old and feeble man, young and strong, stronger than the emperor himself." Maximian then ordered stones to be placed on his shoulders and feet. After crushing all his limbs, they placed a heavy burden around his neck, put iron chains on his legs, and confined him to a prison. Afterwards the emperor brought the young disciples of Saint Babylas before him, 84 boys and girls. The emperor kindly urged them to bow to the idols, but they remained silent, often looking at each other. Seeing their silence, Maximian separated 10 of them, the older ones, and said to them, "You are wiser than the rest, therefore listen to me and offer a sacrifice to the gods. If you do, you will live in my palace and receive many valuable gifts from me." Then 2 of them, Ammonius and Donatus, responded, "We're Christians and do not offer sacrifices to dumb and deaf demons." The emperor ordered them to be executed. While they were being beaten, they repeated incessantly, "We are Christians and do not serve your gods." The emperor then tried to persuade the other children, but they steadfastly confessed their faith and refused to offer sacrifices to idols. Seeing that the children could not be persuaded, the emperor ordered them to be thrown into prison, and their teacher to be hanged and beaten with iron rods. When these tortures also failed to make them renounce Christ, a death sentence was passed on the holy children and their teacher. They were condemned to be beheaded. Walking to their execution, Saint Babylas sang, "Here am I and the children whom God has given me." Upon reaching the place of execution, Saint Babylas was beheaded first, followed by all the children, his disciples. Believers came at night, took their relics aboard a ship, and brought them to Byzantium, placing them in 3 coffins, praising and thanking God.